something, then it's over and then it's done. I was 30, so it was a big birthday. My friend put so much effort in. She's like decorated the living room, got balloons and stuff over there. So sweet. And then we're going out tomorrow. Tomorrow for a surprise. But then after that, then I'm like, well, what now? Like, it's just going to be weird. It's like people that like get married. They're like building up to the wedding, and then the wedding happens, and then it's just like deflation afterwards because you've got nothing to look forward to anymore, even though I do have things to look forward to. I got some Crocs. I got some jewellery from my nan. I got this ring from my nan and my mum, and then I got some earrings from my other nan. I got some cool little like content creator bits, which are actually really handy. It's so good because everything I got yesterday was stuff that I wanted, like down to like my friend's boyfriend got me a little cup thing with a straw in it, and I tried it out and I'm like, oh my God, this is great. This is like all these little things, and I don't even want to know pants. I'm pretty sure it sounds horrible. Yeah, they were good gifts because I wanted something like the earrings are my favourite. I got this ring, which is, it's okay. It's just very classic and like there's not really much trendiness to it, but it's simple. That's from one. And then I got these really cool like flattened hoop earrings. They're like hoops that have been squashed, but they just kind of like, I don't know, they're just really pretty and gold and dainty. So I got those from my other nan. The gold long earrings were from Ernest Jones. My nan got them. I don't know where this one's from. Let's do it the hard way. Just feel like it. But yeah, it was really, really good. Like all my birthday gifts were great. I got a lighter and I just thought that was such a good gift. It's like got my name on it. It's like fancy and metal and it's really good. Someone got me a personalised lighter and I thought that's perfect. That's such a good gift because I will use it. I love gifts that I'm going to use. Oh, is it? I didn't realise. But yeah, I'm assuming they're gold because I asked for like, they wanted to get me something special because it's my 30th. I feel like I'm entitled to the same amount of respect as everybody else in the world, David. That's about it, really. Oh, what did you get for your birthday, Riley? How old were you? You're entitled, yeah. But you deserve to be pants, so legends. I don't know what that is. No, I'm 30 now. Look, got the balloons to prove it. I was saying it about another David, I think. There's a lot of Davids. Oh, so that's quite a big birth. I suppose 21st is the big one. So this is kind of like a mere one until you get to 21, then 25, then 30. And then after that, I've got 10 years until people give a shit again. Well, I know they'll kind of care, but like, I've got 10 years. I've got to wait till my 40th to celebrate like a big, but that's weird. That's weird. Like that realization's quite strange. Because up until yesterday, my 30th was my next big birthday, and that wasn't that far away because like 5 years between 25 and 30, like that's quite a big one too. Now I've got to wait 10. Thanks, Riley. Thanks, Rick. Oh, see, I considered myself quarter-aged when I was 25. I was like, no, I'm going to live till about 100, so that's a quarter. See, I don't mind 30. I think 30 is quite a flex, to be honest. Like, I love the number 3. And I've got a lot of shit going really well for me. So I'm pretty content to be turning 30. I feel like I'm in a good place at 30. Oh, that's a shame. I am from the UK. We've got wind whistling out there. thought it sounded like my boyfriend was driving my car. 30, flirty, and thriving. Like, what's it called? Why has it gone bad? You'll get better. That's how life is. It's shit, but sometimes it's just shit. Everybody in here, drop me a follow. No, he doesn't mind it. He doesn't like that I have to be on my phone so much, but he's not jealous of the men because, like, it's just not that way. But yeah, he doesn't like me being on my phone, but he's on his fucking phone all the time anyway, so. I got a leg to stand on. Hello, little Scruffle. What did you say, Riley? I missed it. I've been there. I've been dumped and I lived with him and he cheated on me and went across to America and didn't tell me to go hang out with this girl. And I was living in the house with him, like I fully moved in, and then I didn't have any space to move back home because my mum was like renting out my room to my cousin because he needed somewhere to go. So I ended up sleeping in my nan's box room / my mum's sofa for like the best part of a year until I bought my own place. And I was like 26 then, like old enough that I was like, fuck, this is really throwing a spanner in the works. Like I thought I was going to marry this guy and now I've got to start from scratch again, and now I've got to live and sleep in a single bed. Yeah, and I was like, I'm 26 and I'm sleeping in a single bed. Like this just feels awful. I just felt like I'd lost everything, even though I knew I hadn't, but like that relationship meant so much to me, and it sucks when you like get hurt like that. But I feel like everything is the best. It works out for the best. Like this time next year, you'll be glad that all of that happened, and it just hardens you up anyway. Like when life's shit, you just get through it. Like, you know, it's not going to be like that way forever. Like that's a guarantee. So you might as well just kind of suffer for a bit, just let the suffering happen, and then like just keep looking for the light and you'll find it. Yes, Rick, I do, but not yours. I can hold my breath for a minute. I'm not mad. I'm actually giving some really loving advice, but thanks for trying to ruin that with your negativity. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, it is. It really is. Like sometimes, like it's really hard to, but if you just surrender to the fact that things are shit and just kind of accept it, be like, life is hard now. I'm going to be sad a lot because I've got all these feelings going around, like about the grieving the relationship, and I feel bad, but like you shouldn't, like it doesn't define you and it doesn't define your life. It's just a part of it. It's just like a part of growing. It will. It really fucking does as well. Like the last few months, I've been like, really? More? Have I not done enough? I'm trying really hard. I can't help it, Rick. Well, that's why I like my job, because that takes away the money thing. You're only 20 though, Riley. Literally only just 20. Like, that was 10 years ago for me. That's mad. Like, the things that I've done from 20 to now is just like, there's no way that I could have predicted that my life would be like this when I was 20. Yeah, I'm so old now. But like, it changes by the month. Like all it takes is one thing to put you in a good mood. Like one day you'll just be fine and you won't even realise. Waiting time 49, what happens then? It can, it does. It matures you. Yeah, yeah, people are awful. Like, I've learned that. You think, oh no, someone wouldn't do that, and then they do, and you're like, what? Like, I wouldn't do that to somebody. And then, like, they do more, and you're like, wait, what? There's more? Like, you could go worse than that? Like, I'm surprised that you even did that thing. Like, people are just evil. Yeah. Yeah, but that'll be good for you, Riley, because it means that you won't be like that again. Like, being codependent isn't cute. You don't want that. You don't want to be dependent on someone because then you just, like, well, then you crumble when they're gone. You need to have, like, you need to be independent, have your own friends, have your own hobbies, like, have your own identity outside of the relationship, and then you come together and the relationship's like a separate thing. It's like you and her, like, that's you together, or you and him, or whoever it was. Ha! I'm nowhere near having kids, Alabama. No, I don't, Larry. Like, barely any, actually. Yeah, therapy is just chatting. Yeah, exactly. We all learn from our experiences, and you will learn next time. You'll learn next time not to be so dependent on the person that you end up with, because realistically, you're 20. Like, I'm 30. I'm still not married. Like, I've been in a like relationship that's quite long, but there's no certainty with anything. So every person that you're with, there's a very high chance that you won't be with them in the future. Like, they're not going to be your forever person. So don't throw everything into them as though they are that when you've barely even got a chance to know them. Like, let stuff grow. Don't try and rush, like, feelings. Don't try and rush a connection. Don't try and rush that closeness. Like, just let it happen over time. Me too. Therapy is the best, and I love talking about stuff like that. Thanks, Sam. Oh, didn't you know? Yeah, I think it's really interesting as well. Like, I like helping people figure out their problems or just finding out about them. You just learn so much, don't you? Yeah, I think it's fun. Like, that's what I want to do more in this chat. Like, talk more about what people are going through and have like a group discussion, because it's interesting. Like, you don't realize until people start talking about what they're going through, like how much shit every individual is carrying with them. Yes. And you go around and you're just like clumsily like saying shit, and you get the trolls that come in and they say nasty things and they don't care who they're talking to. And I just think the more people talk about stuff, the better, because then hopefully more people will realise you can't just be a cunt to everyone. Like, that's not how the world needs to be. Like, we all need to be nicer and work together, not trying to like bring each other down, because that's not how you thrive. Keep dreaming, Rick. Keep dreaming. I need to post a TikTok. I haven't done one yet today. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's sad how many people are just so comfortable trying to hurt other ones. And It's quite scary, especially like in my position when I'm doing like social media stuff and I'm putting myself in front of a lot of people all the time. It is quite scary when bad things happen in your life, because you're like, fuck, what if someone brings it up and they like trigger me and I get really upset because it's like hurting, you know, like it's quite terrifying because people don't seem to care. Like, I think they actually would if it were in person, but on the internet, people just like switch off and they don't care about the other person, or they villainize them and like justify why they want to hate them so much. And it's just horrible. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's like I've had like kind of a hard year on and off. Like overall I've had a really like I've got a great life, so I'm not complaining, but like I've had some ups and downs, and like sometimes I come on live and I'm just not like strong enough to like deal with some of the things. Um so when I feel like that, I'm always a bit like nervous to go on live, because I'm like, oh, I don't want someone to piss me off or upset me. I don't want to like react badly to something because I'm like emotional, and I know that like if I were to tell some, like if I were to be like, hey, like I'm going through this, chances are if there's arseholes in here, they're just gonna like go at it hard. I'd probably block them anyway, but you know, it's just something that goes on in my head. Everyone follow. I'm gonna go post a new video in a second. I've got 15,000 now, everyone. Oh, you bastard. Why is it that sometimes my TikTok videos won't save and other times they do? So annoying. Yeah, they are bringing me traffic, but I want the experience to be nice for me. I don't want to have a horrible experience while I'm here. I want to have a nice one where I get to chat to people and I come off it feeling good. Like, I don't want to come off live feeling like shit because people have just tried their absolute hardest to bring me down. And it's like, yeah, you can ignore them. And I do, like, you try as a content creator, you try to ignore them as much as possible, but there's only so much that you can ignore. Like, it's very difficult to not let stuff affect you. It doesn't necessarily get me personally, it just gets me that people are just so willing to be horrible. Like, that's what triggers me more than anything. I'm like, you are so insensitive and you have no awareness. Like, why are you such a horrible thing that's on this planet? Like, go away, get off, go to a different one with all your mates. Many, many secret talents. Many talents. Oh, I've been learning that song. I started learning another one yesterday. The motel. Keep following, everybody. I need to watch that again, though. Yeah, but my content that I create on this live is chatting to people, like having conversations, and the people that like it, the people that don't. Like, I am being entertaining to people that are into that. There's not like one way to do it. And I think having conversations like this are pretty entertaining. Like, I like having them myself. I'm having a good time. Yeah, but just because it's not interesting, does that give an excuse to someone to be horrible and nasty? No. And does it mean that people should react that way? Does it mean that I should let them? Does that mean that like someone says something nasty that I should just accept that they're horrible and ignore them every single time? Like, I don't think that's the case. I think I should be able to stick up for myself and do whatever I want on my live, because it is my live. And if you don't like it, you are welcome to leave. Like, nobody's obligated to stay. I'm not forcing anyone. And I never understand why people do stay if they don't like it. Like, I won't be hurt if you leave, if you come in and think, oh, no way, and leave. Like, that's fine. I'd rather that, in fact. But I don't need someone to come in and just say horrible things just purely because they feel like shit about themselves and they want to feel better. I don't know what you said, feel good factor. I don't know who's saying what. I'm just replying to like messages, but they move so fast. Yeah, true. But why not try and educate people? Why not try and make it like a nicer place, a nicer space? And also the people, what do you mean until I actually provide some content? What do you mean? I need to get up and start dancing? Like, I don't understand what you're saying, that I'm not providing content. Like, this is content right now. Yeah, but those viewers can leave. Like, if they're not finding it entertaining, then they can go. You're saying that I need to do something differently, but I don't. I don't need to do anything differently. I can sit here and I can do exactly what I've been doing this whole time. I don't need to do more for other people. If they don't like what I'm providing, then they can go. Yeah, you can. You can really heal. Like, I think all of it is just about being open and not like allowing shame to kind of control things or control how you feel. You can reach me if you want to stay up tonight. Stay up at night. Yeah, it literally... You weren't providing a reason, you were just telling me that I wasn't doing enough, and you were actually saying that it was my fault that I'm getting trolled because I'm not providing a content that entertains people enough to not troll me. But whatever. Hi, Indian Fran. Thanks, Lawrence. Yeah, but I think the internet really helps with that, Rob. Like, for me, when I was a kid and when I was a teenager growing up, the internet was like the place that I could be myself without having to worry. Kind of, but you just don't really think about it like that. But yeah, for me, the internet was like a massive escape. It was a massive, like... Yeah, I made friends on the internet. I made friends on the internet when I was like 15 that I'm still friends with now. And like pretty much all of the people that I like made significant friendships with, I'm in contact with now or could be in contact with. Oh yeah, I used to use MSN, but it was mostly like chat rooms and stuff like that. Like chat rooms, blog TV, if anyone used that, chat roulette, like, you know, that kind of stuff. And even like Habbo Hotel, I met friends on Habbo Hotel that I'm still friends with now, and it was just like, yeah, like I got to like explore, and I used to got to have conversations with boys, and I was like, oh my God, I could talk to a boy and I can be cool and they like me because I'm like able to actually talk to them without feeling so shy and feeling so self-conscious because you're typing, so you can kind of like, you can type and you can look at what you're writing before you say it, like it gives you time to respond. Well, you should still be yourself, Robert. Doesn't mean that you have to, like, you should still be yourself and do the things that make you happy, but you don't have to give yourself to every single person that comes into your life. You don't have to, like, invest in people, but you should still be yourself when it comes to the things that matter to you. Yeah, exactly. Literally. It, like, breaks you out of your shell, doesn't it? Too late, to be honest. I wish I started sooner. Imagine, that would have been epic if I started back in the day when I was like 18. Rich, be so rich by now. Especially because of like the rise of the internet. Yeah, I do, Nathan. I consider that it's usually from a place of pain, but I still can't help but try and say to people, hey, stop processing your shit by insulting other people. Why don't you just be nice? It actually feels better, like complimenting someone, than it does insulting someone. Gives you more energy. Tony, I read your comment now. I don't know what your comment was before. There's a lot of people in here. Don't take it personally. Nah, no way, you were doing Findom in the Habbo days. That's so good. We used to do, me and my friend, we'd go on it all the time. I have lots of issues, who doesn't? And you come in here every single time I'm live and you try your hardest to dig at me and I don't understand what your problem is with me. Why don't you just tell me? Because you clearly don't like me for some reason, yet you come in here constantly. I'm 30. Like, this Central Intelligence Agency guy, he's been in every live for the last few, and he's only been a nasty piece of work. Like, he's not been nice, he's not bought anything kind, he's just made sly digs at me constantly and tried to disguise them. Okay, well, why are you here then, Central Intelligence Agency? Because my mindset is, why don't we all just be kind to each other? If you don't like that, then... Well, in fact, I don't even know why I'm trying to have this conversation. I'm just going to kick you out finally. I don't know how you managed to stay here so long. You're not a very nice person. Goodbye. He literally, that's what I mean. You get people like that don't like you because they've made up something about you in their head. And they're like, oh, so the character of this woman that I've made based on her TikTok page, I don't like her, and that's definitely who she is. Like, she couldn't possibly be anyone else. I've decided that, and I'm going to treat her like she's the villain that I've made up in my head. But not only that, I'm going to come in every time she's live, and I'm going to sit in here for hours, and all I'm going to do is try and whittle away at her and try and knock her. And then, at the end of it, I'm going to gaslight her and tell her that it's her that's the reason. Like, she deserves it because my opinion of her. Well, I've blocked him now. I need to block. I get too happy with the block. I'm like, block, block, block. And then I'm like, no, don't do that, because some people are worth keeping. Like, you don't know what they're like. Like, maybe they just had a bad start, but they might be like, they might be nice. Like, they could turn out nice. Some people do. Like, I've had lots of haters, actually, that come in here and end up being, like, nice people that I get on with because it just started off wrong or, like, miscommunication or whatever. But then other times I'm like, why? Like, why am I putting myself through it? Why am I trying to, like, justify to someone that clearly doesn't have, like, the willingness to even understand my side of things? Like, they just want me to feel like shit. And that's just demonstrating how they behave. Probably. It probably is. Or maybe it's not. That's the thing. It's probably not. It's probably some guy that's pretty normal in his normal life. And he's probably actually really great to, like, some people. And then he comes on here and, like, this creepy, gross side comes out. Exactly, Rob. You get it. I need to go soon, though. Get my nails done. I might come live later. I don't really know what my plan is for the rest of the day. I should probably go do some kind of exercise. I need to go to the post office. Okay, I'm probably going to go now then, because I need to go to the post office. Yeah, I know that is the thing that I get because of, like, the content that I make. Oh yeah, we haven't had any gifts, have we? Yeah, people that come in here and they don't like because I do kink related stuff, and they've obviously got something in them that's like shame around kink that they might have or something like that. So they take it out on me because they see me as evil because I'm like, it's like, because they desire the thing. They're like angry at me for providing it because it's like, don't tempt me. So I'm not fucking tempting you. I'm existing and you came in here. So if you're tempted, that's your problem, not me. But, then they get angry and take it out on me. Well, did you actually? No way! I always wonder if people see me. If people see me, I want to know about it. Tell me. Like, that's so funny. When did you see me? Before I go, because I want to know now. Was it on Sunday? Or was it... Saturday? I'd prefer you to come up to me with money, actually. Yeah, like, you don't need to be ashamed of really anything, to be honest. No way! What were you doing? Oh, you work there? Were we near each other? Like, were we close? Oh, God, Rick. Molly. Yeah. A decent amount. Yeah, I do sometimes. No way! I wonder if did I look at you or anything? Because every now and then I'll be like out and about and I'll see someone look at me for a while and I'm like, are they looking at me because they recognise me or are they just looking at me for whatever other reason? Like, you know, when someone looks at you for a bit too long and I'm like, do they know me? Yeah, I was well pissed off because my taxi took about an hour to arrive. And then some man in Heathrow, when I was stood by that lift, I wonder if it was you, because I was getting back from holiday, like why else would I be at the airport? We were stood by the lift and I was like, this is not on, like this taxi's made us wait an hour, blah, 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 like getting really like pissed off because we want to go home. And this man walked into the lift, like with a group of people. He was just there, just walking into the lift, and on his way to the lift, he let out like this, I don't even know how to make the fart noise, but it was loud enough, but it was like a funny fart. Like it was just so funny. And it was really loud and clear and it just caught us totally off guard. No, I don't think I'm famous, but this guy just saw me out in Heathrow, like, and he recognised me. And every now and then I wonder, are they looking at me because they recognise me or are they looking at me because they just looking at me for any reason? Like, you don't have to turn it into, oh, she's so big-headed now, God. Like, I'm just acknowledging that somebody did actually recognise me. I get lots of respect. I also get loads of money. So, sucks to be you. No, I know it wasn't you, but that happened. And, I want to know now. You should just come up to me. But, yeah, it let out the loudest fart and it was so distracting. Like, it just cut us both off halfway through the sentence. I was so shocked. It was so funny. It was so funny. But I'm going to go now after I've told that story. Feel free to come back in, Heathrow guy. We can talk a little bit more. So, see you later, everyone. Nathan, it weren't you, because I saw the man that did the fart. Actually, did I? He was an older guy, I think. I was shocked. I think maybe he thought it would be silent, and it just wasn't at all. But then he just carried on, went in the lift and went up. And we were just sat there and just like... And he was just gone, like no consequences. Like, it was just so funny, so smooth. Okay, I have to go because I've got to go post stuff. I don't care if I have no more money than you, David. I just don't like it when people tell me I don't deserve any respect, because I do. So you can have as much money as you like. It doesn't take away mine, and me having more money than you or not having more money than you doesn't make your life any different. So that's cool too. It's okay. Yeah, that is so true. Should I block him too? Because let's just block trolls. We'll see you later, everybody. And I might come on again, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to get off this thing. I always struggle to come off. Right, this one.